What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to give you a golden bullet Scorpio build that you must try right now during this global event. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But first, let me show you some gameplay of me using this build in the Golden Bullet global event, and you can just see for yourself. We'll come back for the build breakdown, and then we'll finish it up. But here, enjoy some gameplay footage. Roll that footage. Oop, now I have Golden Bullet. Oh, it's game over now. Yeah, and they're spawning in on me. Yeah, game over. Look at this. Oop, here comes the boss. I mean, this is... Oop, I didn't mean to jump down right there, but I've got them trapped in their spawn. Look at that. Banshee Pulse for the win, baby. Oop, I'm getting shot from the left. Where's that guy? There we go. Get that burn. Oh, nice. I just completed the burn challenge. Look at that. Easy pickings. Man, you wouldn't even know this was on heroic. Let's go. Die! Get some! Get some! Get some! Yo, dude, I've never used the gunner this much before. Oh my god, this is so much fun. And it refreshes my ammo. Dude, get some! Let's go! You know the difference between killing those grenaders and killing rushers? You just don't have to lead them as much. Yo, I'm over here spitting some old... Oh my god, that's funny. If you guys know that movie reference, let me know. I switched it up a bit to make it PG, but you know what I was going with. Uh-oh. Yo, the boss took all those bullets and then dies instantly with the Scorpio. Let's go, dude. This is sick. That was pretty cool. Oh, there's still a resource convoy here. An elite resource convoy. What the hell? Come on. Oh, dude, look at the status effects spreading to everyone. Yes! Oh, my God, dude. This is sick. There goes my elites. I'm knocking out all my challenges right now. Oh, my God. Look, 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 look. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Go. Go. Yo, my God, dude. This is sick. Oh, man. I'm loving it. I am loving it. I think I just gained like 3 rewards on that one control point. Doing the confuse and the burn. Yeah, that's sick. And we just completed that. Let's go. All right, we're back. I'm not gonna sit there and just keep showing you more gameplay of me just wiping stuff. I mean, we get it, right? Everything's heroic. I'm doing Golden Bullet. I'm doing all of this solo. And what is that white noise? Is it raining outside? What is this? Yo, it is pissing down rain outside. What the hell? I thought that was my my headset or something. Anyways, so coming back, you saw that I took over a control point solo with ease while doing that against an elite resource convoy, and then I just took over another one with my gunner specialization, just taking out everything with the Golden Bullet. I mean, this might be the best part of the game ever. This global event is probably the most fun you'll ever have. Anyways, let's jump into the build breakdown, shall we? If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe for more Division content. Now, starting off at the top, we have the Gunner Specialization. Reason being is I get armor on kill. I get bonus armor every time I pop an armor kit. But most importantly, I get this sucker right here, the Banshee Pulse. This thing is so much fun, especially if you're running solo. It helps control the path of the enemies. It'll stop them in their place, do crowd control, if you will, and then you can focus fire them and knock them all out. You can even do this to them in their spawn for the enemies. So you can see where the door's spawning. You can hit that pulse, and as they're exiting the spawn, boom, they all get disoriented. Now I'm using that today with the Burn Sticky. Now you can use whatever, skills you want. However, I do know that with some of the challenges for this global event, it asks you to do certain status effects. So let me see here. Under confuse and burn. There we go. So under day 4, we have burn hostiles right here. And then under day 3, we have confuse hostiles right here. And that's what I was using with this build. I would confuse them, burn them, do all of that. But also, you can do that confuse with just the Scorpio itself. Now, for the other ones, let's see here. Are there any other status effects just to let you know about? Boop-a-doo. I think that might be it. Skills, bounties, headshots. All right. I mean, so burn, confuse. I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. Bleed. So it says bleed 3 hostiles at once. So the way to do that is you would just use this build. And if you don't want to do the confuse, that's easy. Just switch the hive over to the stinger hive, right? Because we still have a tier 1 skill. So, 13 charges is better than 12. But you could throw this out there. You can still confuse the enemies with your Scorpio, but now you can do the bleed as well. And with the Eclipse protocol, once they die, it transfers those status effects over to all the enemies nearby. So if you can kill one enemy with a bleed while there are 3 other ones around, all 3 of them will immediately hit a bleed as soon as that Eclipse protocol spreads that status effect. And then boom, you have that global event challenge completed. This is very simple to use, and the synergy on this build is bar none. Reason being is we have the 0 Fs, right? The 0 Fs will give us more damage for our Scorpio, but then it gives us more survivability with that perfectly unbreakable. Now, we're using this in the Golden Bullet, so it's all PvE. So every time I lose my armor, boom, I get 100% of my armor back immediately, and I can do that every 55 seconds. Now, just to give you a little, scale onto that, right now I'm at 1.1 million armor. A lot of people would be like, oh, that's a little too low for me. Well, with Unbreakable and Perfectly Unbreakable, you bump that up to 2.2 million armor because you know that as soon as you lose that first part of your armor, you're going to get it back immediately. So it really does help you out. Now, I am using the Vial Mask because you can proc the Vial Mask with both the Scorpio and the Eclipse Protocol. So doing this just gives you more overall damage to whatever enemy that is over time, and that just helps your TTK, your time to kill. Now, using that with the Eclipse Protocol is a must. Now, the way I have this set up is way different than before you would see me run Eclipse Protocol. It would typically be like a skill build, right? This is far, far from a skill build. I have only tier 1 skills. I have 1.1 million armor, and my Scorpio is just over 934k total damage. Now, the reason for that is I have 3 red core attributes, 2 blue core attributes, and then that 1 yellow from the vial. Now, the cool thing about running Eclipse Protocol this way is I'm utilizing the backpack. Now, the backpack comes with that special talent Symptom Aggravator. So this amplifies all the damage you do to those status affected enemies. And everything you do with this build, it creates a status effect. Everything you do, shooting them, your skills, what have you, it will create a status effect. So doing this, you're just getting more damage overall, and that just really helps you out. That's why me doing this on heroic solo, it's easy, it's a cakewalk. And a lot of people would be like, yo, but I typically play on challenging or hard or even normal. I get it. But this build will definitely help you go up that stage. Like if you're normally playing on hard, this will help you go up to challenging. If you're normally playing on challenging, this could help you go up to heroic. And that's why I typically show me doing heroic content, because only, those top of the top do the legendaries nonstop. And that's fine. I do enjoy my legendaries as well, but for like the normal player, for the average casual player, jumping in, doing challenging, doing heroic, that's pretty much a given. So I try to show you me doing heroic solo. That way you can see that I can do it solo. So you could take my build, run with a team, and you never have to worry about anything. It's a solid build. Or if you're nasty, you could do this solo just like I do and just run around in heroic and have fun. I mean, it's a no-brainer here. Now, the cool thing about this is we are using the Eclipse Protocol bonuses to our advantage without having to worry about using skills. The skills are just a plus. They're not really doing a hell of a lot of damage. Hell, your Scorpio is doing more damage than your skills. So what you should do is just focus on that and then just bump up the status effects. So that's why you can see all of these have yellows on them. I have status effects on all of my Eclipse pieces of gear. That way it ups my vial damage over time. Because remember, at the bottom of the vial talent, it says the total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage, and then it is increased by the amount of status effects you have on your attributes. So, just as a baseline, my concussion grenade's at 1.4 million damage. So that means just as a baseline, the vial is doing 700k damage over 10 seconds, which is fine. However, I get even higher because I have status effects rolled. I have it on all the pieces of gear except for the chest piece. So that was kind of like a very long, drawn out summary, but I hope you learned something about this build. So let's do a deep dive. Let's start with the mask. Vile mask. This is the exotic mask with that toxic delivery. Now it has to, it comes with a skill tier, so you have to put that in your mind when making this build, because you're going to have a skill tier because the vial can't change. So doing that, that's why I did the 2 blue. That way I had at least a million point one armor. And then I did as much reds as I could to get that damage up as high as possible, because I knew that using the Vile Mask, it would mess me up a little bit for damage and survivability. However, it does make up because it makes your skills a little bit stronger, and it does that damage over time buff. So it does kind of help out, quite a bit. Now, the next piece is my 0F's chest piece. This is the named Badger Tough chest with Perfectly Unbreakable. Now, this one's rolled all crit, so crit chance, crit damage with a max crit chance mod. However, I would probably recommend you go crit chance and status effects if that was me personally. I don't have one of those, and, it takes a while to get, the 0Fs to drop. So in a perfect world, I would do crit chance and status effects just to bump up that vial just, that much more. Because I feel like bumping up that vial mask is a little bit more important than bumping up my crit hit damage on my Scorpio. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. Now, the Badger Tough brand set bonus, we get 10% shotgun. This has a max armor core, and it's a lot of fun. It helps out your survivability way more than I can even explain. Now, looking at the Eclipse Protocol gear set bonuses, we get status effects just from running the gear set, so that helps out my vial. We get skill haste, which helps out my skills, and then hazard protection. Okay. Then for the 4-piece, we have indirect transmission, and that's where it really, turns the fun meter up to 11. So indirect transmission, your status effects will now spread on kill to all enemies within 10 meters, and it will refresh that duration by 50%. So if I'm shooting enemies with my Scorpio, I get them on shock. You know how everyone loves to shock enemies with their Scorpio. If you can kill them while they're shocked and other enemies are nearby, as soon as they die, this Eclipse Protocol will spread that shock, and then all the enemies around them will be shocked as well. So, catch my drift? Now, the cool thing about this backpack, like I said, the amplified damage, 30%. It's huge. Now, for the attributes, we have max armor, status effects, and then a max crit chance mod. Going to the gloves, Eclipse gloves, max weapon damage for the core, and then status effects. For the knee pads, we have max weapon damage for the core, and again, status effects. And then finally, the holster, max weapon damage and max status effects. So you can see the synergy with this build. You get those status effects up, help out the vial. The vial is going to help out your skills. Your skills are going to help out your Eclipse Protocol with your Scorpio. The Eclipse Protocol is going to amplify all of that damage. And the chest piece is going to help out your survivability. I mean, this is giving you everything you need. And that golden bullet is the kitchen sink. Now, looking at the skills, I was using the Banshee Pulse, But like I said, for those golden bullet challenges, you need to bleed, confuse, and burn your enemies. So just make sure you use the right skills, knock out those challenges, and get your global event stars. Get them now while you still can. Now looking at my stats, this is all for the Scorpio. 934k base damage, 43 crit chance, 65 crit damage, 65 headshot. We have 12% armor damage, and going down to the offensive tab, we're at 67% damage bonus total, and then 40% shotgun damage bonus total. So everything added together, we're at 107% total bonus damage. Now, looking at our gear talents, we do have that symptom aggravator on the Eclipse backpack, amplifying our damage. Perfectly unbreakable, helping out our survivability, and then that toxic delivery from the vial mask, giving that damage over time. Going down to the defensive tab, we're at 1.1 million armor. We get 110k armor back every time we get a kill, and 339k health. Now going down here, we do have extra hazard protection, but that's due to the Eclipse protocol. And the vial mask, I believe, comes with hazard. Yes, it does. So we're getting hazard from our Eclipse and from our vial, so that's bumping us up to 50% hazard total. And then we have that 10% explosive resistance, and of course that's due to my watch level. So here's my disclaimer for all my build videos. I am currently watch level 3,872. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. So if you are at or above shade level 1000, you'll have all these boxes maxed out. All you have to do is copy and paste my build, and you'll get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes will not be maxed out. Therefore, whenever you're looking at your numbers, you can be like, yo, his says 65 and mine says 61, or, something like that. It's okay. The build is still strong. It's still a lot of fun. Trust me. Just try it out before you knock it. I promise you. Now, I'm not saying you have to be shade level 1000. I'm just saying that it would behoove you to hit that level. That way your character is min-max and you get the most potential out of your builds. But it's still not a huge deal. Like some of these boxes only give you like certain things like health or I don't know, accuracy, or what's over here, maybe skill duration, and at the top up here, maybe weapon handling. I mean, those aren't things that are going to destroy this build, and that's why I still say it's a strong build. Check it out. But all right, everyone, that is my, I guess you would call it like a Eclipse Protocol DPS build, sort of, with the Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. I am using this for the Golden Bullet event, and I have a whole bunch of other Golden Bullet builds I want to show you, because right after this week, we have a couple weeks of, season stuff, but then they're bringing the holiday event back, and then we're going to get Golden Bullet again. So this build is a lot of fun to not only use now, but you can use it in between events, and then you can use it again as soon as the Golden Bullet comes back. But all right, everyone, if you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. I tried to make this one short and sweet. I know it's just a PvE build, but, I wanted to show you and explain everything in great detail. That way you can understand the build inside and out. So if you believe I helped you do that, hit that like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone. And, peace.